Hey everybody, and welcome to not so sunny Florida, but it's still a heck of a lot warmer than it is back in Toronto right now, so I'm happy to be here. I'm out here with my guy Tim from Sea-Doo, and we're checking out the new 2020 models, and Tim's going to show us what's new for 2020. So Tim, why don't you walk us around these beauties?
Yeah, we're here down in Florida on a beautiful winter day. It's not so bad, especially when you're talking about 2020 Sea-Doos.
Okay.
So some of the new models that we have is we have an entirely new platform. It's called our GTI Platform. So we have 4 different models, actually 5 different models that comprise that new platform. So the trend for Sea-Doo and all BRP products is really to enhance the experience, is take whatever your fun is and expand on that. So we've taken some of the features that we introduced on some of our premium models just 2 years ago, and now they're on our value recreational models.
Nice.
So some of the design innovations that we've integrated into this new platform is lowering the center of gravity to make it more stable. Because being stable is one of the top 3, actually it's the number 2 criteria when somebody's looking to purchase a new watercraft. So what we've done with this new platform to increase that stability is really 2 things. One is to lower the center of gravity of the riders and the passengers. So we've lowered the seat, the handlebars, the footwells, basically everything the body touches, we've lowered that. As well as the storage area. That's actually sitting at the bottom of the hull now towards the bow. So we've lowered that center of gravity, and then in addition to that, we've designed an entirely new hull. So the hull has been totally redesigned to be very, very predictable, very forgiving, but precise when you want it to be. But at the same time, very dry, but stable. It's almost 1 inch wider, but the way that it's been redesigned, again, very stable, very precise, but incredibly fun at the same time.
Yeah, and these hulls, so this is the Polytech 2 hull now, right? So it's essentially, it came out on the Spark, and now it's been sort of upgraded too for the larger models, is that right?
Correct. So this is the new material that we're using on our full-size platform. This is Polytech 2.0. So Polytech is an exclusive feature, exclusive material developed by BRP. So it's a polypropylene with fiber mixed into it. But some of the really cool elements to this material is the way that you can put it in a mold. So you can mold in, you can design things in the mold that you couldn't always design with fiberglass. And that also includes some of the engineering support and strength features. So it's an incredibly durable, incredibly robust hull. It's basically scratch resistant. I mean, we're pulling it up on a shell beach and it's scratch resistant to that. But one of the other elements is the way that it's produced. It's a little bit different than what traditional watercraft and boats have been in the past, which is like a clamshell. Basically the top deck and the bottom deck glued together. Where this one takes some of the elements that we introduced on our Spark model and it's bolted together. So the advantages of that is if you were to have any kind of severe hull damage, rather than repairing it, you can actually buy a brand new hull, replace that, and put it together, and then rather than patching and repairing, you're replacing. So it's more like an automotive thinking rather than banging it out and bondoing it like the old days. Now you replace the fender, so it's brand new.
Cool.
So it's a similar thinking behind that new design. Now some of the other aspects that we've introduced or brought to our GTI line is obviously the styling. If there's anything BRP's known for, it's design and the styling.
Sure.
So it's very modern as far as
new colors this year, I'm sure,
colorization, the look and feel of it. But again, part of that redesign with the stability is also the seating area. It's the way you fit on a watercraft. So we say you sit in a Sea-Doo rather than on a watercraft like some of the others. So we introduced what we call our ErgoLock system. So it's really designed around the rider. It's not designed around the engine. It's not designed around the looks. It's designed around the rider. So we move the rider forward of the engine, and we're able to bring the seat, the saddle in very tight. So now you can hold on with your legs, doesn't put strain on your hips. And your body's touching the machine on more parts of your body, so you feel more connected. And when you get aggressive, it's almost like a Lego. I mean, you almost snap into place and really lock into the ergo-lock system.
Cool.
But that also extends back to the passenger. Again, we put a big emphasis on passenger comfort to make sure the handles are at a very comfortable position, a natural position, as well as some just minor features like on our Wake model, where we're doing a lot of towing.
Yeah.
We actually have our stirrup indentions here. So we really think of every type of scenario for the rider and the passenger.
Yeah. So how about we walk down the lineup here? So we're starting here with GTI 130, and then right beside us, what do we got?
So this is our GTI SE models.
Okay.
So this comes in 2 different engine packages and 2 different color options.
Okay.
So it is a new engine as well. We've simplified our engine family within the Sea-Doo family, our engine packages. So we have a 900 ACE engine, and then we also have our 1630 ACE engine. But that ACE, or the 1630, comes in 3 different horsepower options.
Gotcha.
So we have a 130, and then we have a 170, which is both naturally aspirated.
Gotcha.
And then we jump up to our GTR, that has our 230.
Yeah.
So that's where we jump up into our supercharged
Cool.
Engines. And then our 300 horsepower engines on our RXTX and GTX, which are boosted even more.
Gotcha.
So now we have a new engine, so it's very robust, but it's very good on fuel economy, because that's very important for the recreational rider that's kind of looking to do everything. So we've got our GTI SE models here, and again, it's really for the family that's looking to do a little bit of everything over a summer.
Yeah.
They might be touring, they might be finding crab trap buoys to race around, they may be pulling a tube, might be fishing. I mean, so it's really versatile, and that's what it's supposed to be, good at everything, and it really is that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you mentioned that Wake model. How about we walk down the line more and check that thing out? It's
Yeah,
really
so
cool.
the Wake model...
Over the GTR here, that's beautiful, but the Wake has a lot of really cool features.
Well, the GTR is really our kind of entry into our performance segment.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll run in the mid 60 mile an hour range with
Nice.
great acceleration. Again, very predictable. Has a little bit more of an aggressive colorization, but an incredibly fun performance machine. And then we go to the Wake model, where I always tell this one's for the kids, but it's also for the dad to make sure he's the coolest dad on the block.
Heck yeah.
So the Wake model is just for its namesake. It's really designed for towing, for wakeboarding, for wake skating, and it has some tow specific features, such as the retractable link system ski pylon, so that elevates the angle that it's being pulled, so you're pulling straight rather than being pulled down. And it also offers handles for the passenger, for the observer. And then we have a removable board rack, so now you don't have to have the board hitting into your ankles while you're riding to that secret cove. And it's simple, it snaps on and off, so if you're not using it, you don't have to have it.
Cool.
And then the third feature that really makes the Wake unique is we have what's called ski mode. So ski mode basically makes every driver an expert driver. And what that means is, maybe you've been in this scenario or you've seen it. There's been a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a brother, sister, husband, wife, whatever it might be. Somebody's on behind the handlebars, the other person's on the end of the road. But if they're not in sync, there's an argument. You're going too fast, you're going too slow, or you're yanking me out too hard, or you're dragging me underwater. And then the person driving says, well, if you're going to yell at me, then we're not doing it. And then nobody has any fun. So this is almost the anti-argument device.
Gotcha, the marriage saver.
So ski mode, how that works, it works with our intelligent throttle control system, and we can program how the power is delivered. So we can literally go into the gauge face, into ski mode, and the first element that we can set, it's called the ramp, which is our acceleration curve. So we can program the ramp between 1 and 5. 1 being the most mellow, maybe if you're pulling young kids on a tube, where 5 might be like pulling me or you out on a slalom ski, where you need a little bit of oomph. So the next element, after you set your ramp, is your speed. So however fast you want to go. So let's say I want to go, or Tyler's going to go wake skating here. We're going to set it at ramp 2, and we're going to go 21 miles an hour.
Cool.
So we can enter that, and then all the driver has to do once the rider or the skier says go, they just clamp the throttle, and the power's delivered exactly the way that you program ski mode.
Cool.
So it provides a very consistent pull, it provides a very steady pull, and everybody's happy.
Nice, man. That's exciting, man. I can't wait to get out here and ride these things.
Yeah, it's fun, and that's, you know, part of the beauty of the new platform as well. No matter what you want to do, we have the right model, but
Yeah.
also with our Link accessories, we can literally plug and play different accessories. They're almost like apps on a smartphone.
Cool.
You know, it really enhances the ride, and yeah, we're excited for the 2020 lineup and the GTI models.
Cool. Well, I mean, thanks a lot, Tim. That's excellent.
All right.
And make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to review all 4 of these guys, and these videos are going to be coming out over the next month. So make sure you come on back here to TFL Off-Road. We're going to keep bringing you the latest news, views, and real-world reviews. See ya.